Welcome to another S&P 500 analysis. Today is September 8, 2022. It's going to be a brief video. We're just going to go through some of the market internals, and then we take a look at what are the possible scenarios for tomorrow for the SPY, the QQQ, and IWM. So stay tuned. Now let's first take a look at the index, the stat here. The Dow Jones Industrial closed up 0.61% or 193 points. Transportation down slightly, down about the 12 points. The NASDAQ 100 up 0.5%, plus 62 points or so. And the New York Stock Exchange Composite up 0.79%, 117 points. Russell 2000, 0.8%, almost 15 points. And the S&P 500, 0.66%, up 26 point. And the VIX is down 4%, down 1 point. Now, just quickly run down some of the internals. This is the cash index of the S&P 500. You all know that Jerome Powell was, making sort of speech. It was kind of question and answer in the Cato Institute forum. And he was talking at right before the open, and about 20 minutes before the open, half an hour before the open. And while he was, talking, the market actually went down in pre-market, and also when we first opened, it also went down a bit. And as you can see, within the first half an hour, it popped back up. Matter of fact, it's within the first 15 minutes or so. It kind of made a bottom and then start moving back up. And we got a little chop and, pretty much a big chop here. Then kind of stabilized throughout the afternoon. And then near the end, got a little bit of a run up. So that's how the S&P 500 was up 26 points. I think at this time, it was only maybe up about 10 or 11 points. And also looking at the New York Stock Exchange, new high versus new low. New low still outnumbered the new high by 76 issues. And the up-down volume ratio was kind of mixed. Initially it was down, it was negative 4-1 in favor of the down volume, then turned a little positive, and then kind of mixed back here until mid-morning. And here we went up, 2.5 to 1 positive now in favor of volume. And on this dip, we also went negative a little bit, but never got below this low here at the 4-1 negative initially. So after that, then it started coming back up and stayed positive. Ended the day at 2.3 to 1 in favor of the up volume. And the VIX is pretty much steady. It's just between the 23 and 24, 25 level. So it wasn't any sort of a spike up, other than the initial doing Jay Powell's little talk. And also the put-call ratio. Actually, the put-call ratio turned quite positive as soon as after the open, once the this little bottom was put in. See, there was below 0.75, so there was more call buying here. Then slowly it come back in. So I guess market participant getting a little bit more hedge now, and get up to 0.9. So it'll be interesting to see what tomorrow brings. And looking at the advanced decline, the daily advanced decline, you can see initially it was about 1,700 more declining issue than advancing issue, then it popped positive to about 600. But throughout the day, it wasn't that impressive. It wasn't that broad of a rally, even though the S&P 500 finished up 0.66% or up over 26 points. It's only 356 more advancing issue than declining issue at the end of the session. And even throughout the session, it's been hovering somewhere around between 500 and 600. So not very impressive in terms of broad market participation. Now let's take a look at the SPY, the S&P 500 ETF. See, I got the volume profile here. This is a 30-minute chart. This is the upper range of the weekly expected move, and that's between 401.50 and 403.50. Today it finished at 400.40, so it's getting close to that 401.50. And watch this little bit of a resistance level tomorrow. So if we could get up to this, basically like 460, 475 area, then we could see a little bit of a reaction, either get a pushback, and here's the, there's another trend line here. We could look for potential resistance here. If it break this trend line, then we could possibly see the S&P 500 or the SPY come back down to this area somewhere around 394. Now, if it could push up and get inside of this 401, this upper range of the expected move, there could be a little bit of a gamma or delta squeeze, and push it up to the 403.50, and even possibly get up to this 404.48. Okay, so watch that this level here. Let me see what that level is. Level, somewhere around 401. So be careful on the 401, 401. So if we could get up to that 401, then look for this zone, 401.50 and 403.50, to get to put in play. And here's the QQQ, the ETF for Nasdaq 100. It's a little bit of a different. You're basically looking at this potential trend line instead of the horizontal resistance that we saw on the SPY. So watch this trend line to see would it be able to break and get above the 302. Then look for this 304.30 and 306.35. This is the upper range of the weekly expected move. So that's basically what we're looking for on the upside. But if it finds resistance on this trend line and pushes back, then look for the possibility of coming back down to this area here, somewhere around this 296, okay, this 296 area. So be careful, because also there is this potential trend line as potential support near the 298. So if we break that level or this trend line, then there could be a possibility of looking at this 296. And here's IWM, the Russell 2000 ETF. It's similar to the SPY, basically looking at this potential resistance somewhere around 184. So if we could break this 184, then look for the possibility of move up to this upper range of the weekly expected move between 185.30 and 186.25. Now, if it encounters resistance and get a pushback, then the possibility is look for the 181.43. That could be in play, because you also got this potential trend line here that look for it to break somewhere around 182. Okay, so those are the possible up-down scenario for tomorrow, and there's some key level to watch, and it is near this, those resistance level, the pivot level here, for example, like the IWM. So go back to the earlier portion of the video if you need to look at those levels again. Thank you for watching, and be sure to smash that thumbs up to help promote this video.